Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. I'm gonna turn this volume down a little bit. There we go. Alright, so hopefully my signal is working because my Wi-Fi was tripping yesterday. But if y'all watch the weekly analysis, charts went as projected, right? US30 and NAS ended up flipping the script, going back to the bullish momentum. This is why, again, it's important to not just go by a candlestick, but go with the rules of price. So we're going to be looking for buys today on NAS100, as long as we can hold this low at support right here. GJ ended up doing a small move last night. As you can see, was kind of just chilling all day yesterday. I did a little bit of a small move yesterday, but it was like literally at the end of the day, so there was no setup there. And then last night, GJ did a small move. So we're going to be paying attention to GJ and NAS today, as well as gold. But gold took off without us, as you can see. So we just got to wait for retracement and retest. But we're going to be looking for buys on gold, NAS100, NQ, and GJ. Not going to be touching GU today because it's kind of still like in reversal territory. So I'm just going to leave it be. So we're mainly going to be just paying attention to GJ, gold, and NAS100, NQ today. All right, y'all. Let me know if the mic sounds good, y'all. Let me know if the mic sounds good. What's going on? Izzy, I see you up here. We sounding good? All right, appreciate that, Doug. Appreciate that. All right, cool. Cool. So let's see what NAS got going on. So it did do a move last night. So depending on how price reacts here, it could try to retest. And then we have possible New York news today for USD pairs, right? Saying tentative. So whenever you see that, that means it's not scheduled. It may or may not happen. This wasn't here yesterday, so I guess they updated that from last night. But we're gonna see what takes place anyways. But we got a few setups here. Make sure you like the live, y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Got some new videos lined up for y'all today on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna get this off the screen right here. And we're just gonna move this down here. And it is a new month. It's crazy, but it's already February, so I'm going to be posting probably like during the New York session or something how we did last month. All right, but if you want a sneak peek of how we ended last month, we technically didn't take any losses last week, but honestly, TP1 got hit and rejected, so I'm pretty sure nobody closed at TP1, so I just count that as a loss. So we took 3 losses last month. We went 4-1 last week, which is still not bad. We didn't take any trades on Thursday. The week before that, we went 6-0. And then week 2 of January, we went 5-1. And then the first week of January, to start off the year, we went 5-1. So we only took 3 losses last month, which is not bad at all. But I'm about to tally all this stuff up and post it later on today. But if you want to see how we did, just hit that first link in the description, join the free signal, free Telegram. I'm going to be responding to the DMs and messages later as well, probably right after this live. So yeah, I got y'all. I'm gonna respond to y'all's messages after this. Alright, so we got a new 5-minute just popped up. So I'm really looking to see who's gonna hold this level or not, because if not, we can look for a buy setup here. So we're just waiting to see if we can hold as support right here. Alright, and then gold took off. So we're either gonna look for price to retest 48.92 as support, or if it could break above and maintain 49.50 as support, we could look for continued buys, right? We talked about this in the weekly analysis yesterday as well. Again, gold did a nice move around midnight, and then also did a nice move during Tokyo session. So if you do not know, gold be moving during Tokyo session. Futures be moving during Tokyo session as well. All right. And since I didn't take a setup yesterday, I usually would have looked for a setup during Tokyo session, but we're here now. It's all good. Alright, so we got GJ retracing. So we're going to be looking for buys here. If GJ can maintain 212.65 support, we look for buys going up to these highs right here and possibly up to 213.20. So that's the game plan right here. Y'all already know the drill. Y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. But we're just chilling, patiently waiting. Again, those that are joining the live, we did not take any setups yesterday because, again, if y'all was looking at the charts ain't really do shit yesterday. So, there was nothing to take, right? Again, I'm not going to just call a trade just to say, hey guys, we took a trade today. No, I only take setups that are clean A+ setups. So again, if price is not looking like what I want to see it do, and it's not meeting my confirmations, I have no issue not taking the setup, okay? Yes, most weeks we take setups Monday through Friday, but again, if the market conditions are slow and choppy, or if we're in a bunch of reversal territories, I'm not going to take a setup, all right? And y'all should be the same exact way. Y'all should not just be taking a trade just to say you took a trade for the day, all right? But we are going to be looking for some setups right now. And again, if you was on the charts last night, price did end up doing some news he was looking for. But New York session was slow as hell. NASDAQ US30 ended up reversing yesterday, which is also why I didn't want to take a setup on those, because again, as you can see, these things ended up reversing, right? Because again, the beginning of the day we just watched the weekly analysis. Just watch the weekly analysis. I'm not even going to break it down because y'all should have watched that shit. If you didn't, watch it. It's literally just 4 minutes long. Hit that first link description. Yeah, it's literally just 4 minutes long, y'all, so make sure to watch that. But right now, we're going to be looking for possible NAS100 buys set up here. We're looking at NAS buys and GU buys. Gold took off without us, but buys is still valid. We talked about that yesterday as well. Again, it did nice moves last night at 9 o'clock at midnight, and then it took off right at 2 o'clock. Barely missed the retest here, so we didn't pull the trigger on that. So it is what it is. But yeah, we're going to be looking to see if NAS can hold this level at support right here, and we're going to be looking to see if GJ can retest this level right here. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we looking at any charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. And it's crazy. I haven't posted on TikTok in a few days, but my shit's been getting traction for the past couple days, which is interesting. It's like, do I need to post less? Because when I post a lot, that shit don't be happening. But over the weekend, the past couple days, them videos been blowing. Or maybe I'll just fuck with the post I just posted. Maybe that's what it is too. Who knows? Who knows? We're about to see how this next 15 looks right here. Again, I'm going to be posting how we did last month later on today, probably New York session. So obviously that's not how we did last month. That's how we did December. But that'll be updated later on today. What's going on, Demetrius? Peace. What's going on? What's going on? Got a new 15 about to pop up in a minute and a half. I'm really just trying to pay attention and see if we're going to hold this level, because if we don't hold this level, we're going to retest this level down here. And again, y'all know me. I don't want to I'd rather just take one good trade instead of, just taking a trade and then, oh, okay, I got wicked out. Let me go for another trade. So I have no issue waiting. Because again, think about it. Even if we took the setup here, nothing would have changed, right? We'd be in drawdown right now, right? So it's not like we're missing anything. What's going on, new to trades? What's going on? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Again, I did not do it yesterday. So if y'all did not watch this, this was 2-in-1, right? I did the weekly analysis as well as I talked about what we're going to be looking for the day yesterday, right? So I will be doing the New York price watch list today, but since I dropped this at 9:18, I was like, I might as well knock out two birds with one stone, right? So if you watch this, you'll see that I talked about the game plan for Monday as well as what we was going to be looking for throughout the week, right? But when you watch this as well, you'll notice that the charts ain't really do too much, right? NAS and US30 did reverse. But besides that, during New York session, the charts didn't do shit. The charts actually had some action last night during Tokyo session. But we will be doing a New York price watch list. So again, y'all didn't watch that video, you didn't. You need to make sure to watch it. But even if you are a member, whether that's Advanced Play Signal Room, one-on-one sessions, Playmaker University, you still need to have your notice on for the free Telegram, okay? Because at the beginning of the week, I always drop the Sunday chart analysis. And I don't care if you're in Advanced Play Signal Room, one-on-one sessions, Playmaker University, y'all should be watching this video, okay? Y'all should always watch the video. There's a reason why every time I do the recap of the week, I don't just accidentally have it respond and send y'all back to the Sunday chart. Now, I do that for a reason. Everything I do is for a reason, right? Every time I do the weekly recap, you'll notice I have it linked to the Sunday chart. And you'll also see that every time I say a lot of setups was projected from the Sunday chart analysis and the London session lives. If you're not watching and tuning in, you are missing out. So again, I do this for a reason, to get y'all to watch this shit if y'all aren't watching this shit, but to also show y'all that when you do watch it, how the charts be going as projected at the beginning of the week, before news, before market open. You're able to still understand what price is going to most likely do just by understanding the rules of price. All right, so make sure to watch that if you haven't. All right, make sure to watch that if y'all haven't. So it looks like NAS is rejecting this level. So again, if it doesn't hold 25,920 as support, we're going to see how price reacts to 25,860, and we'll look for buys there. Now, if it breaks past that point, I'm probably not going to look for a buy on NAS100 today. And the reason I'm looking at NAS100 instead of US30 is because US30 is right back at all-time high territory. Now, granted, we could find a setup here, but it'll be a small setup unless price retraces. So I'm just leaving it alone, right? I'm just leaving it alone. We got more levels and data to the left with NAS100. So that's why we're going to be trading NAS100 today and possibly tomorrow, depending on how price reacts right here. But we need to hold this low as support for the bullish momentum to truly come back into play, because if we fail to hold this level as well as this level of support, the bearish momentum is going to kick back in, right? So again, that's why we have the buy setups here and here, and only here and here. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But again, even right now, price is just kind of ranging right now, right? Like I talked about last week, the first and last week of the month are typically the toughest to trade because of the market structure, market conditions, and of course, all the reports that be coming out, right? So again, the news last week did not do what we needed it to do, which I'm pretty sure I talked about in the weekly analysis as well. But the news did not do what we was anticipating. I also talked about this when we went live with the members. So members, if y'all did not watch the news lives, we went live twice last week during news. Make sure to watch those recordings. They're uploaded. So make sure to watch those. But like I talked about in the news live with the members, as well as in the weekly analysis and free Telegram, the news last week didn't really have any action, which is what I was looking for to help us break out of this to have easier setups this week. But since that didn't happen, now we really need volume to kick in, and we need these news events to kind of do something so we can have a lot more smoother market structure, which means we can have a lot more smoother setups and trades to take. Because again, for price to break levels and make clean moves to the upside or downside, we need volume. We need volume for price to cleanly go up and cleanly go down. If it doesn't, that is what causes the consolidation, what people call liquidity, right? Liquidity and consolidation is a sign of low volume. If there's low volume, price is going to range. If price is ranging, it's struggling to break a support level and resistance level above and below it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you always see I only want to take setups if we're in an uptrend or a downtrend, because we have volume during those setups, which means when we take a setup, we can catch a move, right? If there's no volume, there's not really much we can take, right? Or we can get caught in reversals, which is also something we don't really want to deal with, right? So again, this is why I always say I'm just chilling, patiently waiting, because imagine we would have FOMO'd or just jumped in a trade just because price broke this level. We'd be in drawdown right now and at potential risk of our stop loss getting hit for no reason. Again, there's never a rush to take a setup. There's never a rush to take a setup. Let's see what we got going on here. We are officially in month 2 out of 12, y'all. All right. Unless you had a great trading year last year, let's not have a repeat of the same mistakes. It's time to lock in for real for real, y'all. It's 2026. Study, take notes, learn from your mistakes, improve. And again, if y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. All right, I'm not live for kicks and giggles. I'm live to help y'all out, but also so I could show y'all the realistic side of trading. Because again, whether you watch my trade breakdowns or worse, these fast-forwarded 2-minute clips of people taking setups, that's not the realistic side of trading, right? Every day is slightly different, even though you do the same thing every day, and you're not going to always just immediately jump into trades, right? Sometimes, yes, but not all the time, right? So we're about to see what this next 5 minute does for us. But again, we're mainly paying attention to GJ and NAS. Gold took off without us, so we're just waiting for a retracement or for price to break and retest this next level right here. And again, there may or may not be New York news today, right? Let me refresh this to see if it's going to update. Probably not going to update until 8 o'clock, to be honest. But it's rare for USD news to be tentative. It's usually fucking, I don't know what they got going on in Japan sometimes, but it's usually JPY news is like not scheduled. So I wonder what this is going to be, if it's going to happen or not. But if it does happen, it's most likely going to be at 10 o'clock. The way it's lined up, it's probably going to be at 10 o'clock unless it gets pushed earlier. But yeah, the 10 o'clock news didn't do nothing too crazy yesterday either. So we will be live with the members tomorrow during the infamous ADP. And then most likely, I gotta double check my schedule, but most likely we'll be live with the members. Well, that's interesting. Usually Fridays be 8:30 news as well, but it's 10 a.m. news. So we might have to do, and then it's tentative again. All right, now I feel like I'm tripping because I'm pretty sure it had times. I'm pretty sure it had times here, and now it's saying tentative. Maybe I'm tripping though. Maybe I'm tripping. I know they'd be updating it, but we're going live for sure tomorrow with the members. We just got to wait to see if there's a set time for this. So I don't really like going live with 10 a.m. news because 10 a.m. news is kind of like a coin toss. I don't really care too much about 10 a.m. news. I really only concern myself with news events that happen there in London, Tokyo, and then anything after. Well, besides FOMC at 2 o'clock, but I don't really care too much about 10 a.m. news, to be honest. But we'll see. But we're for sure going live tomorrow, at the least. Yep, so again, this is also why I don't breakout trade. This is why I like to wait for break and retest, because again, if we would have just FOMO to jumped in here, we'd be on unnecessary drawdown at potential risk of getting our stop loss hit for no reason. All right, again, do not breakout trade. Always wait for the break and retest. All right. But again, this took off a few hours ago, so we just gotta simply wait. And again, do not breakout trade, because what would happen if you would have FOMO'd here? You would have got wicked out too. Right, so again, always wait for the break and retest. And if you do not understand how support and resistance works, guess what? I got a video for that. So make sure while you're watching this, you can do it twice. I not do it twice, you can multitask, right? On the computer and the phone. Make sure to check out the day trading tips playlist. All right, got over 100 plus videos going over everything you can think of, and the list is just going to be adding up this month and this year as well. Let me find the video really quick. I have 2 videos, so I'm dropping them, so make sure to watch both of these videos right here. About to cut you to the chat in a second. Again, if y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to like the live. Appreciate those that like the live and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. All right, we're almost at 4,000. Where are we at right now? We're almost at 4,700 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. I see you scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Instagram, Playmaker_Wade. TikTok, _Playmaker_Wade_. We'll be going live today on TikTok as well. My signal was acting up. It kept on crashing. I guess TikTok was like, wait, you can't do it today, man. You be giving out too much sauce for free, right? Because the last week I got flagged like 3 times out of the 4 times I went live last week for doing nothing but showing my charts and breaking shit down to the T. But I guess, that's what they don't want you to do. So again, we would have took a loss here, y'all, for no reason. So again, always wait for the break and retest. So make sure to check out these 2 videos. Watch this one first and watch this one. All right. so y'all understand how price action and support resistance works. So again, our confirmations weren't met. So guess what? We simply just wait for our confirmations to be met. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right. The day just started. There's no rush to take any setups. The month just started. There's no rush to take any setups. We just had a great month last month. We had a great week last week. So the last thing you want to do is FOMO or do dumb shit to hurt your profits and then start off this month, this week in the red. You know, you're playing catch up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday instead of keeping the momentum that you had from last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You see what I'm saying? But let's see what we got going on here. What's going on, new to trades? The YouTube price is different because there's a YouTube membership. So I don't know if you know how YouTube works. I'm not even being funny, I'm being straight up. And this also answer everybody else's questions that might be confused about that. So YouTube has a YouTube member, right? So if you be watching any live streams outside of trading, to support YouTube live streamers, there's a YouTube membership, right? But to be a member in my community is not through YouTube, right? So if you actually want to learn some shit, you have to click the link in the description. The links that's all throughout the Telegram, and I'll drop the link in the chat as well. Okay, so you want to click the beacons link. Okay, some of my posts might say link fly, so either the link fly or the beacons link. Okay, the YouTube membership stuff is completely different, and when you even look at the YouTube membership stuff, you will see that's not even half the shit that you see on here. So that's also why the prices are different. The YouTube membership stuff is like extra shit. You just want to see some extra videos. But if you actually want to learn some shit, you need to become a playmaker, okay? So we got the signal rooms where you get daily signals. And like my boy Dimitri was talking about the New York price watch list every day. You get access to the student member group chat. And you get my signals in real time. You get updates in real time when my levels get hit, when charts are going as projected, when charts are not going as projected, and you get trade ideas, okay? One-on-one sessions, there's only 2 slots left, all right, until somebody drops off, where you get everything I just mentioned in the advanced play signal room. You get 1 session a week, not 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. You get 1 session a week, so you get 4 sessions a month. Each session is an hour long. Recorded and sent to you the same day. Those recordings are yours to keep for life, all right? And then there's the lifetime membership of Playmaker University, where you don't get one-on-one sessions. You do get access to the student member group chat. You get the daily analysis. You get the trade ideas, but you get my full strategy in video format, as well as you get not just the price action technical analysis playbook for free, but you get all my other playbooks for free, as well as a lot of other shit. Like there's a lot of pin messages I can't show, but if you watch the last 3.5 minutes of any of my YouTube videos, because you notice you watch any of my YouTube videos, what I'm saying, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You will notice that there's still 3+ minutes left. So then you got to ask yourself, why is he saying his outro if there's 3+ minutes left in the video? So at the end of my outro, I say, if you're interested in learning how to identify these levels, my signal services or mentorship programs, hit those links in the description. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. So if you watch those last 3 minutes, I literally take you behind the scenes and show you what everything looks like behind the scenes, what everything comes with, etc., etc. All right. So if you actually want to learn how I trade, I highly recommend either doing one-on-one sessions or Playmaker University. Money-wise, since this is investing, so we're technically an investment channel, money-wise is a little better investment to do Playmaker University. But if you want to learn, it's one-on-one sessions Playmaker University. Or if you just want to copy my trades, you can do the signal room as well. And for those that do not know, if you scroll a little bit further down, there is a lifetime signal room subscription and a yearly, which is a lot cheaper than paying for 12 months monthly. All right. So for those that's been in it for a minute, especially for 3-4+ months, definitely look into the yearly or the lifetime. And shout out to those that have already had the lifetime signals, because I've literally had people that have had that pay for lifetime signals and they've just been chilling getting signals for like the past 2 years for free, which is hilarious. Shout out to y'all though. And yeah, so it's funny. I have like a few people. All right, so we just hit the zone right here. So again, notice this is why you don't want to breakout trade, because if we would have broke out traded here in FOMO mode, we would have got wicked out immediately. And this is when everybody on TikTok and Instagram, we talk about manipulation and the stop losses getting hunted and shit, right? So again, you always want to wait for the break and retest. Always, 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 always wait for the break and retest. All right, another example, wait for the break and retest. GU, only way I'm looking for a GU setup is if it does what we talked about in the weekly analysis yesterday. All right, so make sure to watch that if you have not already. But I'm only going to look for sales on GU if we break below and maintain 3665 as resistance or 3645 as resistance. The reason for that, I talked about it in that video, so make sure to watch that video so you understand. But yeah, so that's basically the game plan. Possible GU sales. I'm not going to look for sales here. I mean, we could, I ain't gonna lie, we could look for a sell here, I ain't gonna lie, we could. It's not a terrible setup right here. It's just not an A+ setup, it's like a B setup. It's not a terrible setup, it's not an A+ setup, it's more like a B setup. But it's not terrible nonetheless. Let me just set an alert just in case. Now my broker's trolling me. I don't know why my broker's trolling me. What did I do to my broker for it to troll me? If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at these charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Let's see, it's gonna push back up. Yeah, I don't know what my broker got going on. You're just slowly retracing back down. Again, we're gonna look to see if we can maintain 212.70 as support right here. That is the game plan. What's the difference between playmaker alerts? It's like it says right here, right? You just get the analysis, trade ideas, and the recap of the day. You do not get signals. You don't get access to the group chat and nothing else, right? So this is why this is tier 1. It's the cheapest tier. So you get the least amount, right? So you only get the New York price watch list, the recap of the day videos, and then notify when my levels get hit, right? But you're not going to get, you know what I'm saying, the trade idea screenshots. You're not going to get trades. You don't get access to the group chat or the weekly members New York news lives, right? So if you want access to all that other stuff, you need to do Playmaker University. But if you just wanted that, you can just get that, right? But you literally are only going to get the New York price watch list, recap of the day videos, and then notify when my levels get hit. All right. Advanced Play Signal Room, you get daily signals, chart updates, and analysis. You get access to the group chat, exclusive lives, as well as you get my trade ideas. One-on-one sessions, you get everything I just listed, as well as one session a week. That's an hour recorded and sent to you same day to keep for life. And then I just went over Playmaker University. All right. So again, it's up to you. Are you actually trying to learn some shit, or do you just want to, you know, just get some shit, right? So it's literally up to you, right? It's literally up to you. If you're trying to learn some shit, I I told you what to get into if you just want, you know, some setup ideas or something like that. You can do Playmaker Alerts or Advanced Play Sooner Room. So it's literally up to you. Damn, my DMs are flooded. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna respond. I'm literally gonna respond. I'm gonna respond to this one right now, but I'm literally gonna respond to y'all's DMs after this live is over. Whether y'all asleep or not, I'm responding to y'all's DMs after this live is over, because my DMs are flooded right now. But again, we would have took a loss here for no reason. So now we're just simply waiting for GJ to retest or gold to retest our level right here. That's not a terrible setup, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on that right there. Respond to some of this stuff. Might as well do it right now. New 5 minutes just popped up. Again, y'all make sure to catch up to the videos from last month and last quarter if y'all are not caught up. And I got some new videos lined up for y'all this week as well. And I got some new posts lined up for y'all on Instagram and TikTok today. So make sure everyone knows on to be on the lookout for that. And if y'all follow me on Instagram, like my shit on Instagram, because I don't know what y'all got going on Instagram. I know the algorithm is different, but y'all folks on Instagram do not be showing love like the folks on TikTok, man. So shout out to everybody that be on TikTok. Shout out to the ones that do like, because I do be seeing who be liking, and it be the same handful of people. So I'm not gonna act like motherfuckers don't be liking my shit on Instagram, but majority of y'all don't be liking my shit, man. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what you got going on over there. But y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram, Playmaker_Wait. TikTok, _Playmaker_Wait_. I post daily on both pages. Y'all blowing my shit up on TikTok. I got a lot of messages to respond to. And again, only join my Telegram and shit through my links. Do not try to search my shit up on Telegram, because you will run into fake accounts, and it is not my fault if you get finessed, okay? And again, I'll only DM you first if you comment Playmaker or Playbook under one of my posts. And I'll only DM you off of this page, okay? Alright, I don't know there's fake Instagrams, but I know there's fake TikToks of me. Alright, so if it does not say my tag, Playmaker _Playmaker_Wait_, if it says some other shit in a different language, or they're not even referencing my name, it is not my account. Alright, only have one TikTok that shows my face. I have another TikTok that's a faceless channel that I gotta start posting on again. I got some posts, I just gotta edit them motherfuckers and post that shit. Cause I'm trying to get it to 1K on there as well, which I know I can. I just gotta post. And this page be getting way more views than my main page, which is ridiculous. Like, we got 5K followers on my main TikTok, but my backup page with only 300 followers be getting like 800 to 1K views per post, which is ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck TikTok got going on. Maybe because I literally just post on that page and leave, so my algorithm isn't fucked. Like how TikTok likes to fuck people's algorithms up. So maybe that's why. Because I do be scrolling on my main page, I ain't gonna lie. But on my backup page, I literally just posting and get the fuck off. So maybe that's why it's like purely like trading algorithms. So it's not like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it kind of got me confused why it does that shit. So I do got to start posting a lot more on that shit. pushing up. Let's see what these other charts got going on. Yep, that's why I decided when I take this setup. I wanted to rate right here. This is another sign, y'all. You don't have to catch every candlestick, every pip, every point. You just got to make sure the candlesticks and pips you do catch count and matter. So we're going to see how NAS reacts here. And then again, we're still waiting for GJ's happy ass. So again, we're either looking for a buy here or buy here. That is the game plan. That is the game plan. And there is possible news today at 10 o'clock. So do keep that in mind. And then for those that trade New Zealand pairs, right before market close, there's New Zealand news. But besides that, we're just looking for some buy setups here. Gold finally retraced for us. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I'm debating it, but I'm probably not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Probably not going to do it. It is tempting though. I ain't going to lie. It is tempting though. Let's see what else we got going on. My bad. I still got you on the screen. My bad. I forgot. I was all on my other screen. I didn't know your shit was still on there. My bad. But for those that just joined and you wonder if I answered this question or her, because I don't know who it is, but I answered their question. I'll just say there because I don't know. It's a guy or woman, right? I'm not going to assume, because shout out to the lady traders out there, because there's a lot of playmakers that are women. They're locked in. All right, so I ain't gonna just assume anymore, because a lot of playmakers been coming in, and the women been locked in doing their thing. I ain't gonna lie. So, all right, so I ain't gonna assume unless I can see a name or a profile picture. New to trades. I already answered that question. So again, let me ask you this: what are you trying to do, right? Because that'll make things easier for both of us, right? And again, I'm not being a dick. I just have to say that because I know how the internet is. But I'm a blunt person. I'm not one of these people that does 20 extra sentences to cushion what I'm about to say. I'm just a straight up person. All right, that's how I am in real life. So what are you trying to do? Because your name is New to Trading. So what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to learn how to trade? Are you trying to learn my strategy? Do you just want to copy signals? Tell me what you are trying to accomplish, and I will tell you what is best for you. Because I already explained this stuff twice. I don't have any issue re-explaining myself, because that's what teachers do. They repeat themselves all the time. So that's not an issue here. But tell me what you're trying to accomplish and what is your goals, and then I can tell you what to go for. All right, because I think that'll make things easier. So what are you trying to accomplish? Because you're asking which one has the license. Are you just trying to have extra light? Like, what are you trying to do, right? Because your name is New to Trading. Let me know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to learn something? Like, what let me know. All right, let me know. And anybody else can let me know too, so I can help y'all know what to go for, because I know I got multiple options. All right, so I understand that. So let me know what you're trying to accomplish, and I will tell you what you should get into. All right, so goals are tracing as well. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. But yeah, we're just waiting, y'all. It's just a waiting game right now. That's literally all it is to it. Just a waiting game. And again, if y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. I need to charge my phone. I did not charge my phone. You know what's crazy, y'all? This is a side note. But back when I was younger, I used to talk shit about people that used to always have their phone on 10% or dying. I'm like, how y'all always got your phone almost dying? Like, don't it let you know when you're at 20%? Like, how do y'all not just charge your shit up? But ever since, especially like the past 2 years, I'll be on my phones all the time. My shit is always on the brink of dying all the time now. So I'm like, maybe I get it now. But that was when I was younger. I was in school and shit. So I don't think it really counts because now I'm actually doing like productive shit. But I used to always talk shit about people that's phones was always on the brink of dying or 10%. Because I used to take pride in my phone always never dropping past 40% before being plugged back into the charger. But now my shit be on 10%, sometimes 5% before I plug that bitch up. So I get it now, y'all. I get it now. But yeah, charge those motherfucking phones, man. I need to get another 10-incher or 1-footer, I should say. Because my 1-foot plug, no, it wasn't a 1-foot. I think it was like, it might have been a 10-foot plug or a 5-foot plug. But that shit broke. I need to get another one, to be honest. So I can maneuver easier with my charger. Instead of just having it sitting in the corner somewhere. I don't like having it charged to my computer because my shit, I think my shit got a short in it. It'd be doing that little thing. You know how iPhones be. I don't know if Androids do the same thing, but you know, when you plug it up to a computer, they'd be like, well, you want to allow access, blah, 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 and it keeps on spamming that shit. That shit gets annoying, so I need to just get me a longer charger. All right, so it's 4 o'clock. The markets are slightly starting to pick up a little bit. Gold's still teasing us, but guess what? We're not gonna FOMO. NAS might try to push back up. So again, we're just waiting to see which level is gonna hold. And then we're going to see how JJ reacts right here. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all, and join the free Signal and free Telegram. Again, I'm going to be doing during New York session a recap of how we did last month because it is fucking February, which is ridiculous. I woke up yesterday and I was like, damn, it is February 2nd. That's craziness. All right. So again, we didn't take a trade yesterday because I didn't like anything personally yesterday. If you took a trade yesterday, shout out to y'all, but I didn't take a trade yesterday. But yeah. So we're gonna see if we can find a setup today. So we can catch something. Looks like gold's gonna try to retest this level. So go ahead and touch this level for us. And it looks like NAS is about to try to push back up as well. So we're gonna see if NAS will do what NAS is gonna do right here. But let me cut to the chat. A lady trade. See, that's why I corrected myself because that's why I said earlier. That's why I was like, let me take that back. Because like I said, I've been having a lot of playmakers lately that have been women. So that's why I said, let me backtrack that because I do not know. So I'm glad I did backtrack that because I didn't want to disrespect. But let me see what's it. I'm trying to learn. I started a year ago, but I'm still blowing accounts. Okay. So if you're still blowing accounts, what I'm going to tell you is the same thing that I tell everybody else. All right. Do not buy a funded account or put any more money into a live account. Open up a demo, okay? And you're going to stay on the, and this is for everybody. This isn't just for you. This is for everybody that is blowing accounts or not profitable or brand new to trading, okay? You're going to stay on that demo account until you end at least 1 month in profit, not a week, not a day, but if you, out of the 4 trading weeks, out of the 20 trading days, you end in profit, you're going to stay on that demo account, okay? I personally, when I came up with this strategy, I practiced this strategy personally for 3 months straight on a demo account. Or let me not say that, well, it was 3 months, but I waited till I was 3 months profitable. So first month profitable, second month profitable, third month profitable, all 3 weeks profitable. All 3 months profitable. So 1 month minimum profitable, 3 months if you're really trying to see, but 1 month minimum. So until you end 1 month in profit, right? And that's not just 4 weeks straight. So depending on where you start, like February is perfect. February just started. So starting now, end of February, if you're in the end of February in profit on the demo account, then you can go to a live account. Until then, you need to stay on the demo account because you're just going to continuously make mistakes. Like I tell people all the time, trading is no different from any other skill, as you may know, right? The only difference with trading is these mistakes will cost you, literally. You see what I'm saying? I literally blew so much money in literally a year trading doing dumb shit, okay? I blew like 30, 40K in a year doing dumb shit. So that's why I stressed to y'all to stop before you make the same mistakes I did. So just stay on a demo. I know people online say demo accounts, Those people are trying to make you lose money, so you're now desperate enough to pay them $3K for a course, right? I'm telling you from experience, there is no difference between a demo and a live account as long as you're practicing on a demo account. So let me say this, whatever broker you plan to put your actual money in, open up a demo account with them, okay? Do not just have a demo account, a random demo account. No, you need to make sure the demo account is the same account or broker you plan to put your live capital and have your live account on, okay? Because when you do it that way, everything is the exact same. The platform, the spread, the charges, everything is the exact same, except of course you're not using real money, okay? So again, until you have ended at least a month in profit, you need to stay on a demo account, all right? Now that we got that out the way, if you're trying to learn, I recommend one-on-one sessions with Playmaker University, right? Because Playmaker alerts in the signal room, there's some gems dropped here and there, but if you're actually trying to learn some shit, like I said, if you want signals as well, you can practice on a demo account again, because I want you to be on a demo account until you're profitable for at least a month. You can learn while getting signals with the one-on-one sessions, right? But if you want everything and you just want to go through this shit and you want my books for free, Playmaker University, right? So you're trying to learn one-on-one sessions. You get a session a week that's an hour long. They're recorded sent to you same day, as well as you get access to the group chat, the exclusive lives like you was talking about, as well as the signals. Playmaker University, you get my books for free. You get my full strategy in video format. You get the daily analysis, the trade ideas. You get updated when our levels get hit, and you get a lot of stuff that's in the pin messages. Like I can't show them because I'll be giving the shit away, but I can go into it really quick and read a few things off in there. So again, you get not just the price action. Let me pull it out first, right? Let me pull it out really quick. But let's go back onto GJ, because GJ's about to try to do something. So we're about to multitask. Let me get you off the screen really quick. And I can show you back and tell you. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. Because again, I mainly just talk about the price action technical analysis playbook, but that's because this is the first thing you need to learn when it comes to trading, is how the charts work. But if you explore that website, I do have multiple other books. So you also get this book for free when you join Playmaker University, which is the Trader's Mindset. And as you know, whatever it says, that's what you get, right? So I teach you how to leverage risk, master discipline, how to never blow an account again. Again, if you follow my rules, you will never blow an account again. I can confidently say that because when I follow my rules, I don't blow accounts. When I break my rules, I blow accounts, but I haven't really blown accounts in a minute, especially my main accounts. Like if they're like extra funded accounts, I'm just trying to get as much as I can off them. That's different. But like my main accounts that I'm taking seriously to making money every week, every 2 weeks and monthly, I don't blow those accounts, okay? So if you follow these rules, you'll never blow an account again. I also break down the whole thing of trading psychology, because again, people online try to sound all mysterious and shit, talk about trading psychology, risk management. So I actually break down what that shit means, and I give you my exact trading plan in this book. So Playmakers of Playmaker University, if you have not read this book, click through the pinned messages and read y'all's book, all right? But let me pull up the shit really quick, right? So you get all that stuff, and then I also you get access to the group chat. I have a cheat sheet. I have like 2 or 3 parts to the cheat sheet. Part 2, I go over pairs that move the same and move opposite to kind of help you know what to look for and what not to look for. Then I got another cheat sheet talking about the best times to trade and pairs that move the best time at what times. And then I got another cheat sheet going over the best times to take trades and all that good stuff, right? So if you're trying to learn, I recommend one-on-one sessions or advanced or Playmaker University, right? And for everybody else, if you just want signals, Advanced Play Signal Room. If you want to learn one-on-one sessions, you get the signals and you get weekly mentorship. Or if you just want the full package, lifetime payment, and you don't got to worry about monthly shit or resubscribing, Playmaker University. Like I said, long-term Playmaker University is the best thing to go for, but short-term, one-on-one sessions. So that's what I'd recommend. Because again, I know I have a lot of options, but that's because I have a lot of people that want different things, right? Some people, they're like, hey, Way, your shit makes sense, but I don't want to learn. I just want to copy what you're doing, right? So that's what the signal rooms and Playmaker alerts is for. And I have people that want to learn. They don't just want me to hand them fish. They want to learn how to catch the fish themselves. And that's what Playmaker University and one-on-one sessions is, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is. And speaking of that, all right, to make up for, obviously I had some shit going on, shit happens, but I had to take pride in me, like, not, fucking up my schedule and shit, right? But it wasn't until like recently, like y'all been here, y'all know, like that's why I appreciate the DMs, because people be hitting me like, wait, you good? Like you usually don't be missing live streams, like what the fuck's going on? So if I miss some shit, I miss some shit's going on, y'all, but I am still breathing, so everything's good. But I will extend the sale, because as an apology, I will extend the sale. So I'm going to update this right now, but if you use discount code locked in, you can get 25% off everything, right? Because again, I know people was expecting shit, and I know how the social media shit goes. People forget, like, you're a real person and shit. I be like that too. I be watching shit and I'm like, what the fuck? You post every day. Why is it not post today? What you got going on? And I gotta remember, oh, these are actual people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to update it right now. But if you use that discount code, 25% off everything. That's Advanced Play Signal Room, Playmaker Alerts, one-on-one sessions, Playmaker University, as well as the Price Action Technical Analysis Playbook. Now, again, look at how NAS touched this level. So for anyone that FOMO'd again, for all the breakout traders, stop doing it, because you would have took another loss for no reason. And this also goes hand in hand with why I market execute. I don't do no buy limits, no sell limits. I don't do no buy stops, no sell stops. I only market execute, because as you can see, just because price touches a level doesn't mean it's ready to break that level. All right, y'all. But give me 1 second. Let me update this sale, because I know I will forget. So let me do it now before I forget. Because as soon as I end this shit, I'm about to do some other shit. I already know. Okay, it's updated. All right. So yeah, again, use discount code locked in. It's just like if you're anything else online, you put it in before checkout and before purchase. So yeah, now we're about to see if GJ can turn this resistance level into support, and we can look for a buy setup here. So that's what we're looking at. We're going to look to see if we can hold this level of support and look for a buy setup here. And then we're going to look to see if gold can retest 48.94 support. Look for buys here. And then NAS, we're going to, whoops, almost did some shit I wasn't supposed to do. So now we're about to move this shit out the way. But again, this is why I do these lives, y'all, because again, it's not as sweet. And what the fuck? I have my earphones in. That's what. Let me charge my phone, because my phone's about to pass away on your boy. All right, so let me just do one more thing. And I'm about to cut you to the chat, y'all. I'm about to cut you to the chat. Demo feels different from live training. Let me talk about that really quick, because it only feels different if you treat it different, right? So let me explain, right? But hold on 1 second. All right, so we're about to see how this next 15 looks, y'all. We're about to see how this next 15 plays out. If we can, okay, reject it, never mind. We're still gonna see what this next 15, but I wanted to see it close above here. So you got 1.5 minutes, GJ. All right, go ahead and close above for me. All right, I know you can do it. Go ahead and close above for me, make your life easy. But hold that thought, okay? Hold that thought, because I get that a lot. And your opinion is completely valid, because you're not completely wrong. But I'm about to help shift your mindset a little bit, right? So we're about to knock out 2 birds, 3 birds with 1 stone. We're about to pay attention to see how GJ reacts right here. And we're about to break this shit down, all right? So give me 1 second. Now let me close some of these fucking tabs as well, because we don't need all these tabs open. All right, cool. Let me see right here. What's that? You get analysis paralysis when you trade live. That's just, you get that analysis paralysis because you're overthinking. Overthinking comes from the lack of confidence, or you're just scared to lose money, right? And what you have to understand about trading, yes, I have a high win rate, but as y'all see, I still lose trades. So win streaks are going to happen with this strategy, but you're still going to lose trades, all right? And I have one of the highest win rates in the space, okay? Because most of these people be having 40% win rates. So let me tell you this. Most of these gurus online that be only talking about how much they make, these motherfuckers have a 30 to 40% win rate. So these motherfuckers have a 30-40% win rate and they're still somewhat profitable, and I have an 80 to 90% win rate, you're definitely going to be profitable, right? So what you have to understand is trading is not about never losing a trade. You're going to lose trades. The goal of trading is to win more than you lose, make sure your winners are bigger than your losses, and make sure your losses are small and consistent, right? Because again, if we just go look at how we did last year, right? If we just go to how we did last year, so again, hit the first link in the description, join the free signal, free Telegram. You can see every month last year we lost the trades, right? We lost trades every month last year. So the goal is not to not lose trades. The goal is to make sure you win more than you lose, and make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. Because as you can see, we took losses every month, right? Now again, we have win streaks, like 2-week win streaks or even 3-week win streaks, but we're still going to lose on average 2 to 4 trades a month, right? Which is not bad, right? Again, for the entirety of last year, 2025, we took 232 wins, 30 losses, giving us an 85% win rate. So again, losses are going to happen. So the reason why you get that analysis paralysis is multiple reasons. It's, again, the fear of losing your hard-earned money and the lack of confidence, okay? So this is what you want to do. And I'm giving y'all the game right now, so I hope y'all are screen recording. Hold on, I gotta charge my phone, so give me 1 second. Shit. I gotta charge my phone, give me a second. But I'm literally giving y'all, I like this setup. Hold that thought. I literally just put my phone on the charger. Here goes this bad boy right here. I like this setup right here, though, I ain't gonna lie. I like this setup right here. I like this setup right here. We're gonna see if we can hold this level right here. Give me 1 second, y'all, because again, the markers ain't gonna wait for your boy and be like, hold up, Wade's trying to cook real quick. I like this setup. I want to see a retest though, but as you can see, price closed here and look at it take off, right? So this is what the markers do, right? So again, if you would have just waited for the close, now it did the retest off this 5 minute, but again, you can see the difference between this time it broke, this time it broke, this time it broke, and this time right here, right? You can see the difference right here. Gold barely missed the retest again. And you can see the differences right here. And then G is still kind of ranging. So when will the alerts up? 213. Did we do a big move for the day yet? I'm gonna answer your question. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just put my phone away. I'm gonna have to grab that bad boy again. I have no issue with that. I want to see what this next 5 minute looks like. I like this setup here though. Let me grab my phone again. All right. So while I'm doing this, let me break it down, right? So again, to help with the fear of losing your money, every trade I take, I know exactly how much I'm risking, and I'm okay with what I'm risking, okay? That is what you need to understand. Again, it comes down to math, all right? But to help with that is why you're on the demo account. So again, a lot of times people think the demo accounts are the same, but this is what you want to do. Obviously, you can't make a 1K demo account. You can't make a 5K demo account. They're going to give you like 50K, 100K. But even if it's a 50K or 100K, you need to know how much you plan to put into your live account. And once you know how much you plan to put into your live account, you then need to start trading the demo account like that, right? So you know you're gonna put 1K in your live account, or you know you're gonna buy a 50K funded account, or you're gonna put 5K in your live account, 10K, whatever you're gonna put. You need to start trading as if you were practicing on that capital, right? Do not let the big numbers tempt you to put big ass lot size and contract sizes, because that's the last thing you want to do. So if you treat the demo account how you plan to treat your live account, The only difference is when you hit settings, it switch from demo to live, right? So again, this is why I say you need to practice on a demo account until you're profitable for a month, because if you spend that entire month, 3 months, or however long it takes to have a month profitable, those things you built on the demo account are going to transfer onto the live account. The reason why people struggle with that is because, think about it, it's all about habit. When people talk about trading psychology, what they want to say, whether they know how to say it or not, is they're talking about discipline and self-control. Okay, so we are habit and routine-based people. So you can't dick around on the demo account. I'm not saying you, I'm just speaking in general. You can't dick around on the demo account and think switching to a live account you're going to just become serious, right? Or you can't constantly make a bunch of mistakes on a demo account and think because you switch to a live account you're going to magically not make those mistakes. The same shit you do every day, the same shit you do on that demo account, you're going to do on a live account. That's why people come up to me all the time and be like, my mistake is I keep doing this or I keep doing that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the solution. You got to stop doing that. And then it's just silence, because it's like, yeah, it's simple, but it takes practice and time. You see what I'm saying? It's just like this, right? I tell this story all the time. Back in the day when I was younger, right, I don't do this no more, but when I was younger, I used to bite my nails all the time, right? This was back in like middle school, maybe freshman year. And I remember I was like, I need to stop biting my nails because I don't like how my nails look when I be biting one of the motherfuckers. That shit don't be looking right, right? So I was like, I need to stop biting my nails. I said, you know what? I'm going to stop biting my nails starting today. And guess what happened 10 minutes later? I blinked, I snapped out of whatever daze I was in, and I got 2 fingers in my mouth. Pause. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just said I was going to stop biting my nails. So I said I was going to stop biting my nails, but why am I here still biting my nails? It's because it's habits. All right. You have to force yourself to break habits. And to break a habit, it's going to take at least a week to 2 weeks of consistently thinking and focusing on breaking that habit. But at the same time, you have to replace that bad habit with a good habit. That's why people that like for example, I don't know if people still do this shit, but I know back in the day, like people that like smoke cigarettes and shit, just to break that habit. Now these motherfuckers are addicted to sunflower seeds or chewing gum or something, right? So they broke the cigarette smoking habit and now they are addicted to eating sunflower seeds, right? So with trading, you want to break the bad habits and replace them with good habits, right? And one way to do that is by journaling and taking notes. I have notes all over the place. I got notes all in my phone. Every time I make a mistake, I immediately go into my notes. I'm like, okay, do not do this no more. But I don't just say, I'm gonna stop doing this. I say, do not do this no more, do this instead. And then I read those notes before I take my trades to then refresh my memory and help break that habit, right? So again, the reason why the demo does not feel like the same as a live account is, one, because they purposely give you a shit ton of money to fuck you up or to throw you off. But 2, because majority of people don't take a demo account seriously, or they don't trade it how they plan to trade a live account. So again, everything's about planning, right? You need to know how much you plan to put into your live account before you start trading a live account. You need to know what type of funded account you're going to be purchasing before you purchase it. That way, when you're on the demo account, you can practice as if you're trading that capital. You see what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to, y'all. That's what it comes down to. Again, the analysis paralysis and is from lack of confidence and overthinking. You're overthinking because you're not confident in the setup, and you're also overthinking because of the fear. This time it's not the fear of missing out, it's the fear of losing your money and blowing your account. You see what I'm saying? But again, if you practice that stuff and you also have the tools on hand to avoid that stuff, that shit's not gonna happen, right? So again, anyone that's in Playmaker University one-on-one sessions, y'all know, after I break down the charts, after I break down the strategy, what is the third part? I break trading down into 3 parts: the charts, trading strategy, trading plan, and the number 3 is the simple math. You need to understand risk management. You need to understand how to count pips, how to count points, how to calculate your lot size, how to count contracts. You need to understand risk to reward, because once you understand that, then there is no fear of blowing your account, right? And this is what I talked about. It's going to be posted on Instagram, but and probably YouTube Shorts as well. But it is posted on TikTok. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, I'm gonna copy the link and post it in the chat right now. But if y'all don't follow me on TikTok, it's gonna be on my Instagram in a little bit. It's gonna be my Instagram in a little bit, right? But watch this post. This is why I talk about this, right? Because again, you can't just have a high win rate. You can't just have high RRs. You have to have everything down. That is why I break everything down to the T, and that's why I'm Playmaker Way, right? And that's why my group chat be dead as hell, because after you learn this shit, there ain't really too much to talk about, right? But this is the stuff people don't talk about, right? And unfortunately, you know, this type of stuff, that's why I always shout out those that be following my shit or in my lives, because again, you see my views, they're growing and shit, but you know, everybody, this is when you know, like, a lot of people actually don't want to learn shit. People rather watch people buy the same car for the 50th time, or watch people, I don't even fuck, it's just weird shit. Y'all know how the trading space is, right? People don't actually want to learn some shit. But that's why when y'all here, I always shout y'all out, because at least if you're on my page, I know you're trying to learn some shit, because again, I don't do no clickbaity shit. But again, this is why you want to wait for the retest. So we're about to see how this counts to closes right here, y'all. We're about to see how this counts to closes right here. Gold, we might see some action on gold. I still want it to touch my level. I'm not going to pull the trigger on it yet. And then NAS is, again, you would have got fucked up again. So again, if you're still breakout trading, cut that shit out. Matter of fact, I just dropped a video on TikTok talking about breakout trading as well. Again, these posts will be posted on Instagram later today, and probably YouTube later today as well. But if you have TikTok, follow me on TikTok, because TikTok usually gets shit before Instagram and YouTube. All right. And y'all been fucking liking the fuck out of this shit over the weekend. So I guess y'all like content like this. But again, TikTok be violating me. Like, I can't really post what I want on TikTok, unfortunately, because I get flagged for the slightest thing compared to everybody else in the trading space. But I take that as a compliment, because I actually do be teaching shit. So, but yeah, so make sure to watch those two posts, because that literally goes over what's happening on the charts right now, and it goes hand in hand with what the young lady's talking about in the chat. But let me catch it to your chat, because you know, if y'all don't know, I know you're new to this live, but I be breaking shit down, right? I give y'all a whole lesson with every question y'all got. And again, these questions you're asking, I guarantee you're not the only one with these questions or these issues. So again, if you got questions, drop in the chat. I got no issue answering y'all's questions, because it's not only helping y'all out, but I guarantee it's helping other people out that are watching as well. See, but yeah, so yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? So again, you want to treat the demo like a live account. All right, so just do what I said, and I promise you, you're going to see a difference, right? But again, you have to treat it like a live account. You have to take it seriously. You need to put lot size or contract sizes you would actually put on your live account that is realistic to the amount you are going to be trading with on a live account. You need to take setups that you would take on your live account. Like, for example, if I'm telling you to break and retest, you can't just break out trade for kicks and giggles on a demo account and think you switch to a live account, and you're not going to be doing that same shit, right? So everything you do on a demo account, you need to treat it like a live account, because everything you do in a demo account, you're going to do on a live account. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I ended up being so successful with this, because again, I was treating my demo account like a live account for 3 months straight. I was waiting for my confirmations like it was a live account. I was going for good RR setups like it was a live account. I was trailing my stop loss or closing like I would on my live account. I was putting the lot size or contract size that I would on my live account, right? So all I was doing was practicing, right? It's just like in sports. If you don't take practice seriously, you know, obviously you'll lock in a little bit when the real game comes. But if you aren't taking practice seriously, when the game time comes, you're going to be fucked up, or you're going to be having analysis paralysis, or, you know, doubts and shit like that, right? So that's the main thing, right? So again, do not think it's not the same, because it's the exact same. I'm telling you from experience. But I guarantee if you do what I just said, that's going to help you out as well. But again, do not open up a live account, because again, you're just going to be throwing money away for no reason. I'm just going to keep it a buck, right? Because again, you're going to make mistakes. So if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to be throwing your money away for no reason. And that's going to cause even more stress and heartache, because you're just throwing money away. Nobody wants to throw money away. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's people on the internet talking about, oh, you know, trading is volatile, trading is risky, trading is gambling, and all this other dumb shit. And that's why I always say trading is not risky, you're just being risky. Trading isn't gambling, you're just gambling. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully that makes sense to you and helps you out. I know that was a big ass yap session, but if you listen to what I said, it's going to help you out. I promise you. I promise you. Because again, everything I tell you to do, I do. Everything I tell y'all not to do, I used to do it. I know what happens when you do it. That's why I don't do that shit no more. You see what I'm saying? Facts indeed, my boy. Facts indeed. Hope everything good with you, Doug. Shout out to the playmakers too, y'all. Shout out to the playmakers. But all right, so we closed here. So now we're about to see if we can hold this level as support, and if we can hold this bad boy as a support level. Guess what that means, y'all? We're gonna take this trade. Emphasis on if we can hold this bad boy as a support level. All right. Wait, no. Let's see if we can hold this bad boy as a... Yeah, I like this right here, y'all. I like this right here. I'm liking this right here. I like, you see how I turned from red to, you see how I turned from red to green? I like that right there. Gold just retested, so we're about to see if we can hold this low as support as well. But I like how this is looking right here. I'd be lying if I said I didn't, y'all. I like how this is looking. So I'm gonna be quiet for a second, because I gotta type this trade idea up, because we might hop into this bad boy. We might hop into this bad boy. Just waiting to see if it's gonna hold. That's all I'm really waiting for, to see if it's gonna hold. Because again, I'm the type that I don't like to just take a bunch of trades. I like to take one good trade or two good trades a day. I don't like to re-enter the same trade 5 times just for it to finally do the move I'm looking for. So we're about to see if we can hold this low right here. But I do like this. Those that joined the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know about y'all. I'm a lot better because I've been doing this for a minute, but I cannot talk and type. I end up talking what I'm typing, typing what I'm talking. So give me 1 second, y'all. Give me eins Minuten, uno momento, all that good shit. All right, so look at gold. Gold's looking sexy right here as well, y'all. I like how gold's looking right here. I like this. I like this. So we got some action, y'all. Again, patience. Patience paying right now. We got some action. We got some clean looking setups. So we might jump into some shit. We might jump into some shit. I like this right here. I like this right here. I like this right here. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. All right. So give me 1 second. I gotta type some trade ideas. But again, if you got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. But we might have some action in a little bit, y'all. Let me make sure your name's off the screen so I don't do you dirty again. All right, your name's off the screen. Cool. Again, y'all, imagine if we would have FOMO'd and took a trade here. Would have got wicked out. Imagine we would have FOMO'd, took a trade here. Again, always stick to the game plan. You have to build that muscle and be okay with missing candlesticks. Again, the goal is not to catch every candlestick. The goal is to catch the move you are looking for. That is the goal, to catch the move you're looking for. I'm liking how this shit's looking. I'm liking how this shit's looking. GJ still got a little bit of work to do, but I'm liking how gold's looking right here. Just waiting to see if he's gonna hold this level. That's all I'm really looking for. Because again, if y'all not watched if the first thing in the description, make sure to watch the weekly analysis. Again, I usually drop it on Sunday, but if you watch that, again, you'll understand why I didn't. Make sure to watch this. All right. Yeah, I'm liking this right here. Yeah, I like this setup right here. I like this right here. Like I just the comments, y'all. Just give me a second. I like this. We're in this right here. We're in this right here. We're in profit on this as well. About to tuck the TPs up. So give me 1 second, y'all. I got y'all in a second. Again, I just gotta type this shit because again, this is what y'all also don't be notice as well, because again, I do all this shit in real time, y'all. Like I do all this shit in real time. Like I don't have signals like pre-typed and pre-prepared. I literally do all this shit in real time. So, because again, I really don't know what I'm going for until price shows me, you know what I'm saying, what we're going for type shit. So this is 49.52 right here. This is a nice setup right here. This thing's pushing like a motherfucker. I gotta type the TPs in, y'all, so just give me a second. That's a nasty move right here, though. All right, so we're in profit. Shout out to those that hopped in with us, but of course, you want to know the interest that sells and TPs and all that good shit. Y'all know what to do. Click that link in the description. Become a playmaker in the Events Play Signal Room or one-on-one sessions. But yeah, we're in this shit right here. Again, patience pays, y'all. Patience pays. I'm about to hop in GJ2. All right, so I'm in both these setups right here. I'm in both these bad boys right here. They're both pushing. And we're in these, ladies and gentlemen. We are in these. We are in these right here. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're in these motherfuckers right here. All right. So we did some TPs as well. So let the folks know before it hits. I'm about to cut into the chat, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just gotta show y'all visibly what we're looking at right now. But make sure to like the button. Not like the button. See, this is why I can't talk and type. Make sure to like the live, y'all, and subscribe if you ain't subscribed. That's what I meant to say. Talk about like the button. How the fuck you gonna like a button? But anyways, y'all know what we're talking about. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. You ain't gotta troll me. You know what I'm talking about. So we hit TP3. This is the next TP we're looking at right here, and then this is the next TP we're looking at on GJ right here. We're slightly in profit on GJ. We're definitely in profit on gold right here. And again, I don't just call the Forex version of gold, I also call the GC signal as well. As another thing, you hit the first link in the description, you'll notice when we do call indice setups, I also call the future version as well. Like you can see with this US30 setup, I did the Forex indice version as well as the future setup, because as you can see, the prices are completely different. All right, so again, y'all good. So we learned a lot in this live. We had some good questions asked. All right, we also had multiple examples why we don't break out trade. And instead of taking a loss here multiple times and playing catch up on gold and GJ, we waited, and now we're making money on gold. And we gotta wait for GJ to do some shit, but yeah, so we're in profit on gold. About to see if we can hit this next TP though. We got 3.5 minutes to the next 15 and 5 that pops up. So we're gonna let these run, and then we're going to catch up to the chat. We're gonna let these things run, and then we're gonna catch up to the chat. Again, if you do not understand the setups we're taking, just rewind to the beginning of the live, and also make sure to hit that first link description and watch the analysis for the week. All right, but that's enough talking. Let me catch you to the chat. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. Let's see what we got going on here. Likewise, appreciate that. I'm new to your channel, and I'm glad I found it. You speak in facts. I feel like you're talking to me directly. Hey, make sure to subscribe. It's called I'm Playmaker Way for a reason, and I make playmakers, right? Because again, I have been in the same situation a lot of y'all are in, right? I went through a bunch of mentorships, and if y'all are OG in the trading space, you know about the I Am Academy bullshit, the pyramid scheme bullshit. I've been through all that, been there, done that. I spent the band plus on courses to not learn shit, but shit you can find on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I knew trading was something I wanted to learn and needed to learn. So I never gave up on learning. But after I realized a bunch of people weren't trying to teach me, I had no choice but to learn myself. So everything I teach y'all, I learned and taught myself. All right, that's why my charts look different from everybody else. That's why I don't be talking about all this lingo that people be talking about. And that's why my shit's simple and makes sense, because I actually know what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why I be telling y'all, everything I tell y'all to do, I do. Everything I tell y'all not to do, I used to do, and I don't do that shit no more. All right, but I'm glad you found the channel. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok so you don't lose this channel, all right? And then also make sure, if you don't got Telegram, download a Telegram, make a Telegram, hit that first link in the description, join the free signal and free Telegram. And for those that are brand new to trading or still struggling and trying to learn, if you do not know jack squat, let me drop it in the comments. I think it'll be easier if I just drop it in the comments. So if you do not know jack squat, click this link that I'm about to drop in the comments right now. Okay. And when you do that, give me 1 second. I gotta go back into the live stream. But when you do that, click this link. It's also the same link in the description, but click this link right here. Are you already subscribed? And you already, oh shit, I don't gotta tell you too much. I just gotta tell you what you need to know now. I ain't gotta tell you too much. That's the shit I like right there. But click this link. And when you click this link, okay? When you click this link right here, I just dropped in the chat, this will pop up. All right, so if you're brand new to trading or you don't know jack squat, join the free trading crash course. Because when you join the free trading crash course, let me slide this over to the left really quick. So make sure to join the free signal free Telegram. So click the second link, join the free signal free Telegram, right? Then click the first link and join the free trading crash course. And when you join the free trading crash course, watch the videos up in here. All right, watch the videos up in here. So I gotta do another webinar, but since I've been doing TikTok lives, I haven't really been doing that shit. But if y'all want me to do like another webinar, whatever the fuck, let me know. We can do that shit. But watch that and then watch these videos, okay? These videos are going to set you up to know how to get started, okay? There's part 1, going over the basics of day trading. In this video, I also go over all the tools I use on TradingView, where to find them, how to bookmark them, all that good shit, all right? So watch that first video. Then the second video, I show you how realistically it does not take a year. When all these people talk about it takes a year, 3 years to become profitable, there's a reason to that. But if you actually know what to do for somebody that knows what they're doing, it's gonna be a lot quicker, right? So realistically, you can become a profitable trader in literally less than 6 months, right? So watch this video. I break down the 3 parts that I just talked about on the live stream. And then I got a bunch of other videos like this one, going over psychology and discipline rules and all that good stuff, all right? So we're in profit on GJ. We just hit the next TP on gold. So we're about to be 2-0 for the week, which is not bad at all. And again, y'all saw we had to wait. We had to wait, right? We had to wait an hour and some change, but guess what? Patience pays, right? So instead of rushing into setups and falling for the BS hype that people be talking about, oh, hey guys, I made 5K in 5 minutes, all this bullshit you hear on the internet, I'm showing y'all that sometimes you do have to wait for the setup, right? Because at the beginning of the live, I had my buy idea here and my buy idea here. At the beginning of my live, I had my buy idea here and my buy idea here. So the game plan never changed. We just simply had to wait for the markets to show us it was about to do what we wanted to see it do. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I go live, so you can see the realistic side of trading. Because even if you watch my trade breakdowns or videos online, that's not the realistic side of trading. Especially the shit you see online, they be fast forwarding the shit and all that shit. This is the realistic side of trading, y'all. So we're 2-0 to start the week off, which is not bad because again, we didn't take a setup yesterday. So that's not bad at all. I was about to do something. I forgot what I was about to do. I totally forgot what I was about to do. But yeah, make sure to like the live and subscribe, y'all. It's called the playbook for a reason. And again, like I said, y'all see, we took a gold setup and we took a GJ setup. So again, I don't just teach a strategy, I teach y'all how to read the charts. And the beautiful thing about it, once you understand how to read the charts, this does not just work on day trading, this also works on long-term investing. If you explore the playlist, you'll see I have a stock and crypto analysis playlist. And I gotta do a poll, right? But we got some people in the chat, but I gotta do a poll in the Telegram because I'm debating on making a separate channel, which is strictly crypto and stocks. And I just post plays, analysis, and stock investing, crypto investing tips. Or do y'all want me to just keep it on this page, right? Because this page was initially a day trading page, and obviously it goes hand in hand with the long-term investing, but let me know, because I know it should make it a second channel, and having that should be that shit, and then this should be strictly day trading. So I'm gonna have to like do a poll or something like that to see what y'all want, but I'm kind of leaning towards making a separate channel strictly about crypto and stocks, and then keeping this channel day trading. But let me know. But if you check out the crypto analysis playlist, the day trading analysis, the stock analysis playlist, and the Bitcoin analysis playlist, you'll see that all last year I was giving y'all accurate plays to DCA and DCA out at. I even told y'all months before Bitcoin hit 100K that we was going to retrace after we hit 100K. And what happened when Bitcoin hit 100K, ladies and gentlemen? It retraced. Also, remember this time last year in February when the tariffs was happening and all the stocks and crypto went down, everybody was talking about, oh, a new recession is about to start. I told y'all motherfuckers to do what? Well, let's go back in the free telegram. I told y'all folks to buy y'all some gold in crypto. I told y'all to buy those stocks up. And what happened at the end of the year, y'all? We had all-time highs made on US30, NAS100, S&P 500. We had all-time highs get hit on Bitcoin and a bunch of other cryptos. So while everybody else was freaking out and selling shit, if y'all would have bought last year, y'all would be up a shit ton right now. Right? And it's working now. All we gotta do is take a trip down memory lane and you'll see this stuff, right? I was giving y'all accurate stock and crypto analysis back when everything was retracing and quote unquote crashing, right? So if y'all would have bought y'all some stocks, gold and crypto, oh yeah, and gold made all-time highs. Gold was literally like 2 bands at the beginning of last year. That's just at 5K right now, right? So again, learn how to read the charts. Do not fall for the hype. and you'll make some money, y'all. You'll make some money. So let me let the folks know we just hit the next TP on gold. GJ's pushing as well. But again, y'all, stick to y'all's, if y'all don't learn shit from this live, stick to y'all's game plan. Do not break out trade, and just wait for price to come to you. Just wait for price to come to you, y'all. That's all you got to do. Just wait for price to come to you. But I'm about to cut it to the chat. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Again, but nobody should close these trades red, especially gold. Gold's pushing like a motherfucker right now. All right, so nobody should close these trades red. But yeah, these are pushing nicely, yo. These are pushing nicely. But let me cut it to the chat really quick. You took GJ2. That's what's up. That's what's up. Why do I like this setup? So make sure to watch my trade breakdowns as well, right? So why do I like this setup? I like GJ because, well, first thing, again, watch my trade breakdowns, right? Because you watch my trade breakdowns and my TikTok lives, you hear me talk about this all the time, right? The first thing you want to do is identify which one of these cycles we're in. These are the only 3 cycles price is ever going to be in. All these patterns and candlesticks people talk about, they all reside in these 3 cycles. So we have the, let me change these colors really quick. So we have the uptrend, we have the downtrend, and we have consolidation. So the first thing you need to do is identify which one of these cycles we're in, because based on the cycles we're in, that's going to tell you what direction price is most likely going to be going. Trading is about going for high probability, high quality setups. So if we're in an uptrend, you only want to go for buys. Downtrend, you only want to go for sells. If we're consolidating, do not take a trade, right? Do not take a trade. So when we look at gold, all right, when we look at gold, not only on the smaller time frame do we see bullish momentum, we see resistance levels getting turned into support, resistance levels getting turned into support. But on the bigger time frame, we also have bullish momentum. So in this case, since we're in an uptrend, we want to go for buys, right? Just like if we're in a downtrend, you want to go for sells. So then from this point, I'm looking to enter buys off support. So that's why we had this level marked off here and this level marked off here. Price failed to turn this level to support, which is why we didn't take this setup. So that's why I said we're going to wait for price to retest this resistance level and turn it into support, which you can see right here. Resistance level got turned into support level, just like right here. Resistance got turned into support. Just like you see right here, resistance got turned into support, right? GJ, same thing. On the bigger time frame, we're bullish, but also when we go and look at the smaller time frame, we can see we have bullish momentum, right? We see clear higher highs and higher lows. We see resistance levels getting turned into support levels. So that's why we had this buy set up here, or was waiting to see if this resistance level could get turned into support, which we see is taking place right here, right? So that's why we took these setups. Again, you want to go with the flow of price. Everybody else on the internet teaches you to chase price, which is why they get fucked up all the time. I teach y'all the exact opposite, which is follow the flow of price. Because when you follow the flow of price and the volume kicks in, you have a higher likelihood of it going in your direction in favor. As you can see here, and as you can see right here, right? So that's why I took these setups, because they're clean setups and they met all my confirmations, right? So again, make sure to watch my trade breakdowns on YouTube so you can kind of understand and see a lot more examples of me taking setups. And then I also got a video going over the 3 confirmations I go for or look for every time I take a trade. So I'm gonna drop that in the chat as well. Again, explore the channel, y'all. I got hundreds of videos, and every single video is gonna help y'all out. All right. So for all the haters, all right, y'all quiet now, but y'all love to go into my TikTok lives. Oh, he's on bar replay. Oh, show a P&L, all this other dumb shit. But look, we're eating, all right? They always quiet when some TPs are hit, but they love to troll in the comments and my trade breakdowns and my TikTok lives, but they're never in the lives coincidentally when setups are playing out, which is hilarious, right? But shout out to the haters, shout out to the playmakers, shout out to everybody else in here as well. We're about to hit TP2 on GJ. Gold's kind of chilling right here. So again, we got a new 5-minute about to pop up and a new 15. So if we do not break past this point, we might see price retrace a little bit. But again, nobody should close gold red. And GJ, keep an eye on GJ, y'all. But again, the last thing you want to do is let winners turn to losers, especially if you're not confident in the setup or understand what we're looking at. Do not let winners turn to losers, all right? But let me catch into the chat really quick. Nice trade. Did you get into one of these too, Doug? Let me know. Hey, bro. Hope you're having a good day, man. I am. We're doing good. I hope you are too, man. Well, we're doing good. That's what's up. Green all day. Yeah, but we still got a little bit of work to do, y'all. Because we're about to be approaching pre-New York. So we could see some retracements take place pre-New York. So again, pay attention to y'all's charts. And don't let these trades turn red on y'all, okay? Do not let these trades turn red on y'all. All right. And again, if you want to know the full setup and be updated going into New York session on these trades, as well as other setups to look for during New York session, click that link in the description. Join the Advanced Play Signal Room. One-on-one sessions, Playmaker University, so y'all can know. And GU ended up playing out as well, y'all. I obviously didn't take that setup because I said it was a B setup, but as you can see, GU ended up playing out as well, right? So, you know, there's a bunch of opportunities everywhere. That's why I tell y'all, like, do not try to force a trade. Just wait for the next opportunity. There's literally opportunities all over the place. Gold's going as projected, GJ's going as projected, GU's going as projected. There's literally opportunities all over the place. All right. We're about to see what this next 5 looks like. How often do I do live? So I'm live. Obviously, yesterday I didn't go live, but I had some shit going on, but we're good now. But I go live Monday through Friday at this time, London session 3 a.m. EST. So make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free Signal free Telegram. That way you're notified every time I go live on YouTube or TikTok. But I'm live every day, London session 3 a.m. EST. And then I go live at least 3 times a week during New York session on TikTok. I usually go live around 2 o'clock, 2:30, at least 3 times a week on TikTok. But I'll always notify y'all once I'm live in the free Telegram. But make sure to have your notices on for YouTube and TikTok as well. That way you know when I post, as well as you know when I go live, right? So I go live every day for sure on YouTube. We do setups like, again, not every day we're going to take setups. Every day is slightly different, but it's still good to tune into the lives, ask questions, and see the realistic side of trading. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, all these charts are going crazy right now. GJ still got a little bit of work to do. And gold, we're about to see how gold plays out here. Again, if it does not break past this point, when this next 15 pops up, do not be surprised if price retraces. All right, do not be surprised if price retraces. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, though, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. But let me cut you to the chat. Plan on getting your Playmaker University when I earn the money from studying you. Hope to see you soon. And let me know when you join. We ain't going nowhere. But again, y'all, because of the shit I got going on, as an apology, the sale is extended. I think I went a little bit too far. Where the fuck is the sale at? The sale is extended, y'all. So if y'all use discount code LOCKEDIN, okay? Use discount code LOCKEDIN before checkout, 25% off everything. Advanced Play Signal, one-on-one sessions, and Playmaker University, as well as the price action technical analysis playbook. Use discount code LOCKEDIN for 25% off. All right, y'all. So with GU, we're about to see how price reacts to this level. All right, again, we need for price to go down. We need price to turn the support level back into a resistance. All right, so we can turn 36.65 into a resistance level. We can look for sales going to 36.45. All right, that's a big ass drop. I need GJ to do something like that. But again, we see price retracing. We talked about this. Again, no surprise here. We see price retracing here. We're about to see what the next 15 looks like. But again, I don't got a crystal ball, y'all. The reason why I'm able to do stuff like this is because, you know, I put the time in. I'm on the charts every day. I'm not just on the charts every day, but I'm paying attention to what the charts are doing every day. I'm learning from mistakes. All the good shit we talked about earlier in this live stream, y'all. All the good shit. But again, nobody should let these trades turn red. All right, especially if you don't have the full signals in the signal room and or understand what the hell's going on. But let's see what else we got going on here. into gold. Good shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, we're about to see how this next 15 plays out, y'all. Then we're gonna hop out. And like I tell you, when we got questions going on, I don't mind having longer live streams. But if I'm just talking to myself, or if nothing's going on, we're gonna cut it at an hour, right? But if y'all got questions, I have no issue having longer lives. But like I tell y'all, like, I don't be at my computer desk trading, right? Like, when I end these lives, and if I call a signal when I'm not live, I'm either in the bed calling signals, then going back to sleep while in trades, or I'm working out, I'm in the kitchen, out and about. Basically, I'm doing anything but at my desk, right? And that's the video of trading. So yeah, so we're about to see how this next 15 plays out. Look how price reacted to that level there. Again, y'all make sure to hit that first link in the description on the free signal, free Telegram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, as well as subscribe to the YouTube. We're almost at 4,700 subscribers. We can get to that easily. No video dropping today on YouTube. I do got some videos lined up for y'all later on this week, and I got some new posts lined up for Instagram and TikTok today, though. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. But yeah, we're just chilling right now, y'all. We're just chilling.
Cox, your internet and mobile price won't change for 5 years. That's 5 New Year celebrations.
I was muted. Was I muted that whole fucking time? I think I was muted the whole time, y'all. Damn. But anyways, y'all already know the drill if you've been here before. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok, respond to all messages. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live since y'all joined. If y'all did join late, I recommend rewinding to the last 10 minutes so y'all can see what took place. We had a lot of good questions asked, and we took these setups live, had some TPs get hit live, all that good shit. But like I was showing before, I'm going to be doing a recap of how we ended last month during the New York session, but we lost like 3 trades last month, which is not bad. And the sale is extended, so use discount code locked in wherever the fuck it is. Where is it, man? You know what? I'm just about to do this to make my life easier. Use discount code locked in. As you see right here, locked in. We go to the message. If I exit out of this motherfucker, discount code locked in for 25% off. But yeah, we're gonna let these bad boys play out. Again, we may or may not have news for USD going into New York session, so if it does, it's probably gonna be at like 10 o'clock unless they change it. Members, be on the lookout for the New York price watch list. But again, I told y'all, do not be surprised if we see price retrace. And like I said, I do not have a crystal ball, but the beautiful thing about this, once you rip the band-aid off and learn how the charts work, they do the same handful of tricks and moves every single day. So once you understand how the markets work, it's easy to figure out what it's going to potentially do next, because again, it doesn't come up with new tricks. This is also why we wait for the break and retest. All right. But yeah, we're gonna let these things play out and see what they do. See what they do. Peace, we out.